Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I have a message today that I'm very excited to bring to you because I feel like it will make a big difference and make a huge impact for a lot of you. And it will help reassure you that everything is going smoothly as planned and everything you've been looking forward to and everything that you've been hearing about for such a long time is right there within your reach. Sometimes as old souls, we see this huge mountain that we have to climb, and we feel like in the now moment we're not good enough because we haven't consumed enough knowledge to reassure ourselves that we we are capable of doing these great things that we've been hearing about for such a long time. Um, but your guides want you to know that what you're battling against is your own perception of yourself and what you're capable of and what you're able to do. Meaning that everything that you've heard about and have been looking forward to is right there within your reach in this now moment. There's no stairs you have to climb. There's no suffering you have to endure. There is nothing else you have to do except for surrender to yourself, believe in yourself, and let this wholeness that you're looking for come together. Because we look at things on the ascension path as we have to get connected, but first we have to do this, this, and this. This piece has to come together, and then this piece has to come together. And sometimes in our perception, we think that's far away, that's in the future, and we're just looking forward to making these things happen eventually. But what I want to tell you is that those things are part of the perception that you need to change, that you aren't already whole, that you aren't already perfect. And you can change that by trying to let it really sink in how Spirit sees you. And Spirit does not see the character you're playing. They do not see the flaws. They do not see the judgment and the unbalance. What they see is the whole picture, meaning that they know exactly who you are, what you're capable of, and what you came here to do. But there is this fog we have to clear that is our perception based on the reality that we've experienced. And once you start clearing away this fog, then the true picture starts to come into focus that you were always prepared, you were always whole, and there was nothing that you needed to repair or make space for because it's all here in the now for you. And if you feel like you aren't getting connected or that you are having trouble recognizing that you are connected, then probably the best thing you can do is really take a good hard look at yourself and reevaluate your approach. What is your approach to getting messages from your guides? What is your approach to staying balanced and remaining in a peaceful state? Because if there are things that you're doing that aren't working for you, then it's time to, like I said, reevaluate what you're doing and decide what's not serving you and what is. And come up with a new strategy or a new game plan, or it's time to try something that maybe it hasn't worked in the past, but the energy is different now that's going to allow you to excel at certain things and acquiring certain skill sets that you need in order to move forward in a way that allows you to perceive your true self from a standpoint of worthiness, of appreciation, and understanding for exactly what this experience here is in this suit. So, Spirit is constantly challenging you to see yourself as they see you. So they speak a lot about their true form and your true form, and they don't do this to put themselves above you or make it seem like these things are so far away. They do it so that you can slowly change your perception of your reality and how you view yourself. And the truth is that we all receive a lot of downloads and messages from Spirit throughout the day. But the trick is getting those messages and that intuition on command when you are needing it. That would be the greatest gift that we could ever receive, isn't it? So Spirit really wants you to know that you are already in a state where this is possible. It's just that you're diluting the message by filtering it through the ego and the mind and through all the judgment protocols that have been set up here, that we need to now close in order to facilitate the reception of a clear, guided message from Spirit. Because ultimately, the goal isn't to always have you listening to channelings or coming on YouTube to hear me talk, or whoever your chosen spiritual mentor is. The goal is for you to activate your own internal guidance system to the point where you can just be going throughout your day and you have a question, you ask Spirit, you get the answer. That's how this is supposed to function. And that's how we give and receive messages that are tailored for us. Because you can pay for readings, you can pay for classes, you can go to mentors and coaches, but the message that they receive for you is always going to be filtered through their own biases. Because even the most clear, the most pure channeler, the most gifted coaches, they can only give you a diluted message. They can't give you a message that is purely, truly for you. Because that can only come through your own guidance system. And that's when your guides can really open up and start telling you things that they would never have a coach or a mentor tell you, because they didn't want to spoil the surprise for you. There is a lot involved in this journey that is very personal, that is very dependent on your own relationship with your guides that you have built. And first of all, you need to practice receiving these messages in order to recognize when they're coming in, just in like an everyday life situation. And we do this through meditation. We do these through being still and balanced and peaceful and letting things come to us. But Spirit wants you to know that if you do feel like you aren't receiving anything, it's time to start asking. It's time to start dictating the energy and what the result of what you're trying to accomplish is going to bring forward. So remember, all of this work you've been doing is not to bring in something new that you don't already possess. It is to enhance what is already there. And do yourself a favor, next time you go into a meditation, don't wait, just start asking questions, and you might be surprised at what comes back. Thank you very much. Goodbye.